All right, team. We have a patient presenting with epoxyacosatitreanoic acid, phlegmasia, ceruleia dolens, and knee arthritis. What are your thoughts on the diagnosis?
Based on the symptoms, it could be a variety of conditions, maybe a vascular issue or even an autoimmune disease.
I'm leaning towards a rare genetic disorder considering the specific symptoms. Possibly something like Meletta disease.
Meletta disease? That's a possibility. But wouldn't we need more tests to confirm before jumping to conclusions?
No time for tests, Frank. We have to act fast. It is indeed Meletta disease, and the treatment is clear. We must perform a cystectomy immediately.
Wait, cystectomy? Are you sure, Hawks? It's a risky procedure.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Gary. This is the right treatment, and we need to do it now. The patient's life is in our hands.
I agree. Let's proceed with the cystectomy. We trust your expertise, Hawks.
All right, let's prepare for the surgery. Time is of the essence.
Good. Get ready, team. We're saving a life today. Tracy, you called me into your office?
Yes, Hawks. I heard you want to perform a cystectomy on the patient with what you believe is Meletta disease.
Yes, I've reviewed the case thoroughly. I know what needs to be done.
Hawks, I appreciate your dedication, but cystectomy is a major procedure. Are you sure about this diagnosis?
Of course I'm sure. I have years of experience, Tracy. You can't just question my judgment like that.
I'm not questioning your experience, Hawks. I just want to make sure we explore all options before going ahead with such an invasive surgery.
I don't have time for this, Tracy. The patient's condition is deteriorating rapidly. I need to act fast.
I understand your urgency, but we need to consider all possibilities here. Let's discuss this further before making any final decisions.
Fine, but know that I stand by my diagnosis and my plan of action.
Thank you, Hawks. Let's work together to find the best solution for the patient.
Oh no! This is not good. The patient is in critical condition after the cystectomy. How am I going to tell Hawks that we made a mistake in treating Meletta disease with this procedure? We need to come up with a corrective plan as soon as possible.
You incompetent fools. You nearly killed our patient with your wrong cystectomarian diagnosis. How could you be so reckless and careless?
I still think it was the right call, considering the symptoms presented.
But the test results clearly showed otherwise. We should listen to the evidence.
I agree with Kelly on this one. We need to be more thorough in our analysis before making such crucial decisions.
Thorough. You call this incompetence thorough? You are the worst diagnosticians I've ever had the misfortune of working with. I should have known better than to trust you bumbling idiots.
We tried our best, Hawks. Sometimes things just don't go as planned in medicine.
We can learn from this mistake and improve for next time.
Let's not dwell on the past. We need to focus on finding the correct diagnosis now.
I don't have time for your excuses. I'll handle this myself. You three should be ashamed of your ineptitude. I can't believe I have to work with such imbeciles. She storms out of the room. I just can't seem to put my finger on it. Something is off with this patient.
Oh, come on, Hawks. Are you sure you're not just hungry? Maybe he just needs some food?
Very funny.
But seriously, this patient is fucked. And I've also looked into his medication and... Wait a minute.
What? What is it?
I know what's wrong. I need to go check something. Sorry, gotta go.
Hey, wait. You can't just leave like that. Tell me what you found out.
I have an urgent update on this case. Forget everything you know about Meletta disease. It was a misdiagnosis. It's actually Jocular-Tryphi.
Hawks, what are you doing? You stormed in here without any proper equipment or preparation?
This is completely unacceptable, Hawks. We can't just change diagnoses like that without proper evidence.
You need to take a step back and consider the consequences of your actions, Hawks. Rushing in like this puts the patient at risk.
I understand your concerns, but trust me on this. The symptoms align perfectly with Jocular type SMA. We need to act fast to save the patient. I can't believe you're congratulating me now after all that mess with the wrong diagnosis.
I had to acknowledge when you got it right, Hawks. But let's not forget how dangerous the wrong diagnosis was for the patient.
If you had just listened to me from the start, we wouldn't have had to go through all that.
Listen to you. You're the one who was so sure about the initial diagnosis that almost cost a life.
I stand by my expertise, Tracy. If only you had trusted me earlier, we could have avoided this chaos.
This is not about trust, Hawks. It's about being cautious and thorough, which you clearly lacked in this case.
I can't work like this, Tracy. If you can't see my value, then maybe it's best I find another place where my skills are appreciated.